Welcome to the deep dive. This is where we take a set of sources and really dig in to pull out the key knowledge for you.
And today, our focus is squarely on this PDF, Situational English Everyday Situations. It's packed with useful stuff for daily English interactions.
Yeah, our mission here is basically to extract those really practical phrases, the things that will genuinely help boost your confidence when you're speaking English day to day.
It's got a really clear structure, which helps. Two main parts. Part one dives into specific situations you'll likely encounter.
Things like travel trains, buses, cars.
Exactly. Being a tourist, checking into hotels, restaurants, pubs, the usual suspects, shopping too.
Services, like the post office.
Post office, bank, hairdressers, yep. And then there's the social side, being a guest, hosting people, even work situations, meetings, and language classes. It's pretty thorough.
Okay, and part two?
Part two zooms in on social interactions themselves. So meeting people, saying goodbye properly, making conversation small talk, basically.
The essential skills.
Yeah, definitely. Telephoning personal and business calls. How to help people. How to thank them. Planning your free time. Making requests politely.
Which can be tricky sometimes.
It can. Also, social news, apologizing, those little short remarks we use all the time without thinking. Advice, social comments, being tactful.
Tact is important.
Very. And even some health-related phrases, plus a vocabulary section at the end.
So it really covers a huge amount of ground. The idea is that anyone wanting to get better at everyday English communication can find something useful here, right? Those aha moments.
That's the goal, to pull out those key phrases and maybe some of the underlying principles for you.
Okay, let's jump into part one then. Those common scenarios, starting with traveling. The guide kicks off with train travel.
Right, and it gives specific examples, like if you need train times to, say, Cambridge, it suggests asking, could you tell me the times of trains to Cambridge, please?
It sounds quite polite, more so than just, what time's the Cambridge train?
Exactly. That, could you tell me, and the please, it softens it. Very typical for, certainly British English requests.
And if you're not sure if you need to change trains,
a simple do I need to change works perfectly, gets you that key info.
It also covers journey length, right? How long does it take?
Yep, vital for planning. And tickets. Understanding the difference between a period return and a day return.
Ah, yes. Period return for coming back another day.
And day return for same-day travel. So you'd ask, how much is a period return? Or just a day return to Cambridge, please, knowing that terminology helps.
And once you're actually on the train.
Useful things like asking about food. Is there a buffet service on the train? Or just double-checking you're on the right one. Excuse me, is this the right train for Cambridge?
Saves potential stress later. I like the slightly indirect way it suggests asking fellow passengers if they're going to the same place.
Which one's that?
Excuse me, are you getting off at Cambridge by any chance? It feels less demanding than a direct question.
That's a good point. It reflects that slightly indirect style you sometimes find. Polite, not assuming.
Like asking the guard, could you tell me when we're nearly there, please? It's asking for help without being pushy.
Exactly. Now moving on to buses, similar practical stuff, like how often do the buses to the city center run, or the crucial one? What time is the last bus back?
Definitely need that one sometimes. And for tickets.
You can just say, city center please, is it cheaper to get a return? Nice and efficient. Combines destination and fare query.
And if you're unsure about the route, maybe to a specific place.
Excuse me, does this bus go to the hospital? Essential if you're in an unfamiliar town.
And again, asking the driver for help. Could you tell me when to get off, please? Makes navigating new routes much easier.
Then there's car travel. Mostly social phrases here. Offering someone a ride, would you like a lift?
Standard politeness. And if you're getting the lift.
Could you drop me off here, please? Clear and polite indication.
Or confirming pickup times. We'll pick you up at 7. Sets the expectation.
And for those inevitable moments when you get a bit lost.
Happens to the best of us.
Excuse me, I'm lost. Is this the right road for Stratford? Or if you've got a map, could you show me where I am on the map, please? Really useful fallback questions.
Okay, so that's basic travel covered. What about being a tourist? Asking for directions seems key here.
Absolutely. Finding the town center. Excuse me, could you tell me how to get to the town center? Or the tourist information? Excuse me, could you tell me where the tourist information center is? Standard stuff, but crucial.
Interestingly, the guide also tells you what to say if you can't help someone.
Yes, the polite refusal. I'm afraid I can't help you. I'm a stranger here myself. Much better than just shrugging, isn't it?
Definitely. And the universal question, excuse me, are there any public toilets near here? Always good to know.
Also, how to respond if someone asks about your trip duration. I'm just here for the day. Simple, clear.
Accommodation is a big one for tourists. At the tourist information.
You might ask for recommendations. Could you recommend a reasonably priced hotel or bed and breakfast? Adding reasonably priced is helpful guidance.
Good tip. And then checking distance. How far is it from here? Plus, asking for directions.
Could you give me directions, please? And clarifying if you're walking. No, I'm on foot. Important distinction.
What if you need the directions written down?
Just ask. Could you write it down for me, please? Very handy if you struggle with spoken directions in a new place.
It also covers broader planning, like asking about holidays in Wales or seeking specific recommendations. What would you recommend me to visit?
Yeah, tapping into local knowledge and checking if something's nearby. Is it within walking distance? Maybe referring to that church someone mentioned.
Or hiring bikes. Do you have bicycles for hire?
And the important etiquette question before taking photos in certain places, is photography allowed in here? Always best to check.
Okay, let's move into the hotel scenario. Making a reservation first.
Simple start. I'd like to make a reservation, please. Then you specify your needs.
Right, a single room for 2 nights? Or maybe a double room with ensuite bathroom.
Or a twin-bedded room with shower. It covers the main types. And asking about specifics like a room with a view of the sea, if that's important to you.
Practicalities too, like breakfast. Does the price include breakfast?
And other meal plans. How much is half board, which is usually breakfast and dinner.
And how much is full board? For all meals. Good for budgeting.
Then when you arrive, hello, I have a reservation. The name is Chris Smith. Standard check-in.
What if there's a problem like noise?
A polite approach. Excuse me, my room's rather noisy. Do you have anything a bit quieter? Avoids being confrontational.
Good advice. And asking staff for tips. Could you recommend a reasonably priced restaurant near here? Always worth asking.
Getting a taxi from the hotel. Could you call a taxi for me, please? Straightforward.
And managing bills, putting phone calls on the room bill. Could you put it on my bill, please?
Requesting a wake-up call. Could you give me an alarm call at 6 o'clock in the morning, please? Essential for early starts.
Dealing with noisy neighbors in the hotel itself.
Politely. Could you make a bit less noise, please? I'm trying to sleep.
And extending your stay. Could I extend my stay for 3 more days, please?
Or the classic mishap. Excuse me, I've locked myself out. Happens.
Before leaving, check in the checkout time. What time do I have to check out by?
And the actual process. I'd like to check out, please.
Finally, querying the bill if something looks wrong. Could you tell me what this charge is for, please? A reasonable question.
Okay, on to restaurants. Booking first.
Hello, I'd like to book a table for 2 for 8 o'clock this evening, please. Clear, has all the details.
And upon arrival. Good evening. I rang earlier and reserved a table. Confirms your booking.
Once seated, maybe ask your companion, are you having a starter? Gets the ball rolling.
If you're unsure about the menu, especially unfamiliar cuisine, could you recommend something from the menu? Ask the waiter.
And if they suggest something specific, like chicken korma, you might ask, what exactly is chicken korma? Just to be sure.
Practical questions too, like, does it come with rice? Good to know.
Signaling you're ready to order. Could we order, please?
Ordering itself. I'd like the vegetable soup, please. Or if your friend ordered something appealing, I'll have the same, please. Efficient.
What if something's missing, like your drinks?
Excuse me, we ordered some drinks, but they haven't arrived. Polite follow-up.
When you're finished eating, no thank you. Could we have the bill, please?
And if there's a mistake on the bill,
Point it out tactfully. Excuse me, I think there's been a mistake. You've charged us for coffee and we didn't have any.
then paying. If you want to treat someone, let me get this.
If your friend insists. No, I insist.
And if they really insist, maybe concede gracefully. Oh, all right then, if you insist. But you must let me pay next time. Keeps things friendly.
All right, time for the pub. Suggesting going, do you fancy a drink? Very common casual phrase.
Offering to pay for the first round, I'll get these.
Standard practice among friends.
Seeing other friends there. Do you mind if we join you? Polite way to merge groups.
Need an extra chair? Ask nearby people. Is it all right if I take this chair? Friend finished their drink. Can I get you another drink? Typical offer.
Asking what people want when it's your round. What can I get you?
And clarifying sizes, especially for beer. A pint or a half. Common UK measures.
Navigating a crowded space needs a polite, excuse me.
If the bar staff asks who's next, and it wasn't you, I think you were first. Consider it.
Ordering around, 2 pints of lager and 2 Cokes, please. Straightforward.
Celebrating something like a new job. Cheers! Here's to your new job. The standard toast.
Declining another drink. No, I'm all right, thanks. Polite refusal.
Announcing it's your turn to buy. It's my round. What's everyone having?
Need a phone. Is there a payphone round here? Although maybe less common now.
True, but needing change might still happen. Could you change a £5 note? I need some change for the phone, or maybe for a machine.
Asking about food. Do you serve food? Good to check if the pub does meals.
Reporting a broken machine. Excuse me, the cigarette machine isn't working. Helpful to let staff know.
Overhearing someone talk about your hometown. Excuse me, I couldn't help overhearing that you're going to visit. A way to connect.
Finding lost property. Excuse me, I think someone's left this behind. Hand it to the staff.
And if you've lost something, excuse me, has anyone handed in a green scarf? Inquire at the bar.
Okay, let's hit the shops. Shopping scenarios. First, getting served.
If you're just browsing, the classic response to, "Can I help you?" is, "No thanks, I'm just looking."
Saw something in the window. Could I have a look at one of the watches in the window, please?
Or pointing to a specific item by price. "Could you show me that camera, please, the one that costs £90? Very clear.
Asking if they stock something specific. Excuse me, do you have any black and white films?
And if another assistant approaches while you're already being helped, "I'm being served, thanks." Polite clarification.
Now, deciding if something's too expensive.
"It's nice, but it's beyond my price range. Do you have anything a bit cheaper?" Opens up alternative.
If you're unsure, I can't decide. Perhaps I'll go away and think about it. Totally okay to say.
Good idea to check the return policy first. Can I bring it back and get a refund if it's not all right? Smart question.
Be it of your mind. Okay, I'll take it.
Decided against it. Oh, I think I'll leave it. Thanks anyway. Polite decline.
Right. Specifically in a clothes shop. Want to try something on?
Could I try this jumper on, please? Standard request.
If it doesn't fit, it's too small. Do you have it in a larger size?
Like the style. Wrong color. Excuse me. Do you have these trousers in green?
Don't like the pattern. I don't like the pattern very much. Do you have any in plain green? More specific.
Need a different shade. I'm not sure about the color. Do you have them in a darker shade? Refining the request.
Item out of stock. Will you be getting any more in? If you're willing to wait.
Asking about the material. What's it made of?
Practical checks. Is it waterproof? Is it machine washable? Important for some items.
Fit issues, like sleeves too long. Would it be possible to have them altered? Good to ask about alteration services.
Okay, the bookshop scenario. Looking for a specific author, but unsure of the English title.
Explain your situation. I wonder if you could help me. I'm looking for a book by a Spanish writer, but I don't know the title in English. Sets the context.
Once identified, ask, do you have a copy in stock?
If not, could you order one for me? Common request.
And check the time scale. How long will it take to arrive?
And always good to thank helpful staff. Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Moving to the Photoshop. Less common now with digital, but still relevant for some. Developing film.
Could I have this film developed, please?
Getting extra prints from negatives? Could I have some copies made from these negatives, please?
Specifying quantity. Could I have 2 prints of each negative, please?
Requesting enlargements. Could I have these photos enlarged, please?
And asking about collection time. When will they be ready?
Now, the paying part of shopping. No price tag.
How much is this? Obvious but necessary.
Student discounts. Do you offer discounts for students? Worth asking.
Checking payment methods. Do you take Visa or whichever card you have?
Only have large notes. I'm sorry I haven't got anything smaller. Polite apology.
Finish shopping. No, that's all thanks. Signals the end of the transaction.
What about problems? Think you got the wrong change?
Address it politely. Excuse me. I think you've given me the wrong change.
Returning a gift that's the wrong size? Excuse me. This was a present, and it's too big. Could I change it for a smaller one? Explains the situation clearly.
Item bought is faulty. Excuse me, I bought this watch here last week, and there's something wrong with it. States the issue.
Want your money back? I'd like a refund, please. Direct request.
And show proof of purchase. Here's the receipt. Essential for returns, usually.
Okay. Shifting to services now. The post office. Sending mail quickly.
Could I send this first class, please? Standard UK option.
Sending internationally. Ask about delivery time. How long will it take to get there, whether it's a card or a parcel?
And postage cost, especially for parcels. Excuse me, how much would it cost to send these books to Japan?
Making the actual transaction. Could I send this parcel to Japan, please?
Large item won't fit in the box. Can I leave it with you? Ask at the counter.
Next service. The bank. Changing traveler's checks.
I'd like to change some traveler's checks, please.
Specify the amount. £100 worth, please?
Check the rate. What's the exchange rate?
And any fees. How much commission do you charge? Important for the total cost.
Specifying notes you want. 4 20s and 2 10s, please. Helps you get usable cash.
Okay. The ticket agency. Trying to get tickets for a show.
Do you have any tickets left for Cats on Friday night? Check availability first.
Got a budget. What do you have available under 25 pounds? Narrows it down.
Seat location. Are they in the circle or the stalls? Key theater sections?
And the view. Do you get a good view of the stage from those seats? Crucial question.
Check for different performance times, too. Is there a matinee performance? An afternoon show?
Hairdresser's next. Checking prices. How much is a cut and blow dry, please?
Booking an appointment. Could you fit me in tomorrow morning? Just want a small trim. Just a trim, please.
Need a bit more taken off. Could you take a bit more off the back, please? Be specific.
Leaving a tip when paying. Keep the change. Common way to do it.
Right, let's switch perspectives. Being a guest in someone's home. Accepting tea.
Yes, please. I'd love one. Standard polite acceptance.
Declining alcohol if driving. I'd better not drink because I'm driving. Responsible reason.
Asking about smoking. Do you mind if I smoke? Always ask first.
Need the loo. Could you tell me where the toilet is? Direct and necessary.
Offered food but already eaten. No, thank you. I've already eaten. Polite decline.
Only staying briefly. Let them know. I can't stay long. Manages expectations.
Time to leave approaching. I'd better be going soon. Gentle signal.
Ready to actually leave. Well, I really must go. Clear indication.
Feeling unwell suddenly. I'm afraid I don't feel very well. Could you call a taxi for me? Ask for help.
Host gives you a lift home. Thank you. I'm sorry to cause you so much trouble. Gratitude plus apology for inconvenience.
Now, having dinner as a guest. Food smells good.
Compliment it. That smells good.
Looks good when served. It looks wonderful. Hosts appreciate compliments.
Offered something you dislike, e.g. spicy food. No thanks, I'm not very keen on spicy food. Tactful decline.
Offered something you do want, e.g. carrots. Yes, please, I'd love some. Enthusiastic acceptance.
Need something passed at the table. Could you pass the salt, please? Polite request.
Tastes delicious. Say so. It's delicious. Direct compliment. One only a small dessert portion. Could I just have a small portion, please?
Full up. Decline more food politely.
Oh.
No, thank you. That was delicious, but I really couldn't eat another thing. Combines appreciation and refusal.
Offered more wine, want just a little. Just a drop, please. Clear measure.
End of the evening. Thanks. Thank you for a lovely evening. The meal was wonderful. Expresses gratitude.
Staying overnight. Asking to use the shower.
Would it be all right if I had a shower? Check timing.
Not sure how it works. Could you show me how it works, please? Practical request.
Feeling cold at night? I'm gonna be cold at night. Would it be possible to have another blanket? Ask for what you need. Accidentally break something. I'm really sorry I've broken one of your cups. Can I buy you another one? Apologize and offer restitution.
Leaving after your stay. Thank you for having me. I've really enjoyed my stay. Sincere thanks.
Okay, flip side now. Being the host. Guest arrives.
Hello, come in. Welcome and greeting.
Offer to take their coat. Let me take your coat. Nice gesture.
Invite them to sit. Please sit down.
Make them feel comfortable. Make yourself at home. Classic phrase.
House a bit messy. I'm sorry about the mess. Polite acknowledgement.
Offer drinks generally. Can I get you something to drink?
Or, more specifically, would you like tea or coffee or something stronger? Covers options.
They choose coffee. Ask, do you take sugar? Standard follow-up.
Declined alcoholic. Offer alternatives. Would you like a soft drink?
Pouring a drink. Say when. Lets them control the amount.
Offering food generally. Can I get you anything to eat?
Offer snacks like crisps. Have a crisp. Encourages them.
Guests still there near dinner time. Would you like to stay for dinner? Hospitable invitation.
Offering more food during the meal. Yes, of course. Help yourself. Or, would you like some more? There's plenty. Generous offers.
Guest asks to use the phone. Yes, of course. Go ahead. Permission granted.
Guest asks to smoke, but you prefer they don't. I'd rather you didn't, actually. Polite but clear refusal.
Guest leaving after a party. Thank you for coming. Gracious reply.
Leaving in bad weather. Drive carefully. Thoughtful parting remark.
Instructing a babysitter. Help yourself to tea or coffee, won't you? Make them comfortable.
Suggesting entertainment. Feel free to watch the TV or a video.
Friend stayed very late. You're welcome to stay the night if you want. Offer accommodation.
Showing them the guest bed. Would you be warm enough? Check their comfort.
Saying goodnight. Good night. Sleep well. Standard wishes.
Next morning. Did you sleep well? Polite inquiry.
Right, let's shift to the workplace. Greetings first.
Arriving in the morning. Morning. Casual and common.
Leaving at the end of the day. See you tomorrow. Typical farewell.
Friday afternoon. Have a nice weekend.
And the response, thanks, you too.
Monday morning greeting. Morning, do you have a nice weekend? Starts the week's chat.
Someone visiting for an interview, unfamiliar with the place.
Offer to guide them. Would you like me to show you around? Helpful offer.
Asking how the interview went afterwards. How did it go? Natural question.
Need to interrupt a busy colleague quickly. Sorry to bother you. Could I just ask you a quick question? Polite interruption.
Colleague on a customer call. Another call comes in. I'm sorry to interrupt, but there's a phone call for you. Necessary interruption.
Need a private chat. Could I have a word with you in private? Request for confidentiality.
Asking about deadlines. When do you need it done by? Clarifies timing.
Tight deadline, manage expectations. I'll see what I can do. Shows effort without overpromising.
Asking if something can be ready by a specific date. Is there any chance of it being ready by Friday?
Arriving for a meeting at reception. Good morning. I have an appointment with Mr. Woods at 11 o'clock. The name is Chris Smith. Gives all key info.
Ask something you don't know immediately. I'm afraid I don't know offhand. I could find out, though. Honest and proactive.
Discussing potential purchase costs, for example, machinery. What kind of price did you have in mind? Opens the discussion.
Asking about payment terms. Do you need payment in advance? Important clarification.
Arrive late for an appointment. Apologize. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Necessary courtesy.
Showing someone into an office. After you. Have a seat. Polite directions.
Arrive late with a colleague who apologizes. Reassure them. That's all right. I've only just got here myself. Eases the situation.
Okay, let's talk about meetings. Getting things started.
Right then, shall we get down to business? Brings focus.
Stating the first agenda item. The first item on the agenda is new products. Clear start.
Checking understanding. Is that clear? Common check-in.
Thinks someone misunderstood. I think you've misunderstood. Tactful correction.
Didn't understand something yourself. I'm afraid you've lost me there. Could you go over that last part again? Polite request for clarification.
Someone uses a vague term like soon. Ask for specifics. What exactly do you mean by soon?
Want to confirm your understanding of a major point. I'm not sure I've understood properly. Are you saying that production should be stopped? Crucial check.
Want to add something to the discussion? Could I just add something? Polite interjection.
Suggesting a course of action. I think we should continue with the product. Direct suggestion.
Suggesting an alternative if an idea isn't popular. We could always sell it at cost price. Offers another option.
Expressing agreement simply. I agree.
Stronger agreement. I couldn't agree more. Emphatic.
Agreeing in principle, but not practice. I see your point, but I don't think it would work in practice. Nuanced view.
Disagreeing politely. I disagree with you there. Common phrase.
Moving the meeting along. Right, I think we should move on. Facilitates progress.
Last scenario in part 1. The language class. Want to know an English word for something in a picture?
What do you call this in English? Direct question to the teacher.
Asking for the meaning of a word, like muggy. What does muggy mean?
Asking for a synonym. What's another way of saying muggy?
Asking for the opposite. What's the opposite of muggy?
Needs spelling help. How do you spell it? Essential question.
Need pronunciation help. How do you pronounce this word?
Asking about word stress, example, hotel. Is the stress on the first or the second syllable? Clarifies pronunciation.
Didn't understand an explanation. I'm sorry, could you explain that to me again? Request for repetition.
Unsure about instructions for an exercise.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not quite sure what I have to do. Expresses confusion.
Need to leave the room briefly. Could I leave a room a minute, please? Ask for permission.
Phew. That really was a comprehensive tour of part 1, wasn't it? So many different situations covered.
It really is quite detailed. And you notice it's not just about getting things done, but often about how you say things, the politeness, the social aspect woven in.
Absolutely. Which leads us nicely into part 2, focusing specifically on those social interactions. Meeting people first.
Right. The guide mentions the very formal greeting, how do you do? If someone says that to you when introduced.
You just say it back. How do you do?
Exactly. It's not really a question like, how are you? It's
Yeah.
purely a formal introduction response. Quite traditional.
More commonly, when introduced, you'd say,
Pleased to meet you. That's the standard polite response.
what if someone calls you by your surname and you prefer first names?
Just say, please call me Chris. Or your name, obviously. Friendly correction.
And the awkward moment when you forget someone's name.
Best to just admit it. I'm sorry, but I've forgotten your name. Much better than fumbling or avoiding it.
If someone looks familiar when you're introduced,
You could try, I think we've met before, haven't we? Gentle probe.
making introductions yourself at, say, a party.
Good idea to check first. Have you met Anna before saying, can I introduce you to my sister? This is Anna. Anna, this is John. Helps ease it in.
Approaching someone you think you know. Like, you know John has a sister, but you haven't met her.
You could try. Hello, I'm Chris. You must be John's sister. A friendly assumption.
What if someone mistakes you for someone else, greets you enthusiastically as Joe?
Polite correction needed. I'm sorry, you must have mistaken me for someone else. Clears it up without embarrassment.
Seeing someone you only met once before.
A simple nice to see you again works well. Friendly acknowledgement.
Bumping into an old friend you haven't seen for ages.
Genuine enthusiasm. It's good to see you. I haven't seen you for ages.
Asking someone to pass on greetings to a mutual friend.
Casually. Say hello for me, won't you? Or slightly more formally, perhaps for older relatives or colleagues. Give them my regards, won't you?
Passing on regards from someone else.
Michael sends his regards. Simple message relay.
Formal evening greeting.
Good evening. Used like hello in the evening, say after 6 or 7 p.m. Importantly, it's a greeting, not a farewell.
Right. Good night is the farewell. Which brings us to goodbyes. Casual ones.
To a friend, just bye is fine.
Seeing them again later the same day.
See you later.
Friend pops round unexpectedly. Thank them as they leave. Thanks for calling round.
Especially if it was nice catching up. It was good to see you again. Adds warmth.
Staying at someone's place and just going out briefly.
Let them know. I'm just going out. I won't be long. Consider it.
Just been introduced and now parting ways.
Nice to have met you. Standard polite closing.
Had a really good chat. Acknowledge it. Goodbye. It's been very interesting talking to you. Thoughtful touch.
Hope to meet again. Hope to see you again sometime. Pleasant closing.
Giving out a business card.
Here's my card. You get in touch sometime. Professional but friendly follow-up.
Late evening farewell.
Good night. Universally understood.
Friend moving abroad. Goodbye. I'll really miss you. Sincere expression.
Encourage them to stay in contact. Keep in touch, won't you? Heartfelt request.
Friends setting off on a trip. Goodbye and take care. Caring send-off.
Playfully request a postcard. Send me a postcard, won't you? Lighthearted.
Saying goodbye to someone finishing a visit and traveling home. Have a good journey. Polite wish.
Okay, making conversation or small talk. The guide suggests starting points.
Weather's a classic, isn't it? Waiting at a cold bus stop. It's cold today, isn't it? Common icebreaker.
Or in a long supermarket queue. It's busy today, isn't it? Shared observation.
Asking for the time is another one. Excuse me, do you have the time? Or even, excuse me, what time do you make it? As a variation.
Asking if someone's local. Are you from Oxford or wherever you are?
If they say they're from somewhere else, like Canada, show interest. Whereabouts in Canada keeps it going.
Asking tourists, is this your first visit to England? Or how long are you here for? Common questions.
Getting opinions. What do you think of London? Open-ended question.
Asking about jobs. What do you do for a living? Standard polite query.
Follow up with, do you enjoy your work? Shows interest.
Exchanging names naturally. I'm Chris, by the way. What's your name? Smooth transition.
Maybe invite someone you've been chatting to for lunch. I was just about to have lunch in a cafe near here. Would you like to join me? Friendly gesture.
What if someone asks a personal question you don't want to answer?
Polite refusal. I'd rather not say, actually.
And dealing with unwanted attention, someone trying to chat you up?
Be firm but polite. Could you leave me alone, please? I'm not interested. Sets boundaries clearly.
Right. Telephones. Lots here. Making contact with a friend first.
Call John. Wife answers. Hello, could I speak to John, please?
John answers. Hi, it's Chris here. I was just ringing to find out how you are. Friendly opener.
Calling late, maybe for a number. Acknowledge the time. I'm sorry to ring so late. I just wanted to ask you for that phone number.
Refer back to the reason even if the chat wanders. Actually, the real reason I phoned was because I need an address.
Calling about an ad, maybe for a flat. State the purpose. Hello, I'm ringing about the flat you advertised in the local newspaper.
Need to make a quick local call at a friend's house? Ask politely. Could I use your phone? I just need to make a quick local call.
Line engaged. Let the person know later. I couldn't get through. I'll try again later if that's all right.
Friend not in, flatmate answers. No specific message. Could you just tell him I called?
We're planning to call back. Could you tell him I'll ring back later?
Need them to call you back at a specific time. Could you ask her to ring me at 5 o'clock, please? Clear request.
Ask a friend to call you later. Could you give me a ring tonight? Casual request.
Phone rings. You think it's for you? I'll get it. Common response when answering.
Ending a friendly call. Bye. Thanks for ringing. Polite closing.
Have guests. Can't talk long. I've got some people here at the moment, actually. Can I call you back later? Manages the situation.
Expecting a call. Let others know. I'm expecting a call from Spain this evening, by the way. Helpful info.
Calls for someone else in the house. It's for you. Simple notification.
Need to get them from another room. Just a moment, I'll get her for you. Or hang on, I'll see if she's in.
If they're out. I'm afraid she's out at the moment. Do you want to leave a message or shall I ask her to call you back later? Offers options.
Someone else wants a quick word with the caller. And would like a quick word with you. I'll just hand you over. Facilitates the switch.
Need an area code. Ask operator info. Could you tell me the code for Cambridge, please?
Dialed wrong number. Apologize. I'm sorry, I must have dialed the wrong number.
Someone calls your number by mistake. Inform them tactfully. I think you've got the wrong number.
Caller speaking too fast. I'm sorry, could you speak a bit more slowly, please? Reasonable request.
Bad line. Hard to hear. Could you speak up a bit, please? The line's not very good. Explains the difficulty.
Okay, shifting to business calls now. Answering the phone professionally.
Hello, this is Chris Smith. Can I help you? Clear and helpful opening.
If you are the person they asked for.
Simply, speaking, confirms it's you.
Colleague's line is busy. I'm afraid his line's engaged at the moment. Do you want to hold? Offers an option.
Need to know who's calling. Who shall I say is calling? Standard question.
Didn't catch the name. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. Could you repeat it, please? Polite request.
Asking the reason for the call professionally. Could you tell me what it's in connection with?
Need their number for a callback. What number are you on? Direct question.
Colleague unavailable. I'm afraid he's unavailable at the moment. Would you like me to take a message? Or shall I ask him to call you back when he's free? Offers help.
Taking a message. Confirm. Right, I'll make sure he gets your message. Reassuring.
Ending the call professionally. Goodbye. Thank you for calling. Standard closing.
Now, making business calls. Returning a call.
Hello, it's Chris Smith here. I understand you called earlier and left a message. Provides context.
Person you need is out. Ask. Do you know what time he'll be back?
If unsure when they'll return, convey urgency if needed. Could you ask him to call me back as soon as possible?
Need a specific extension, like 356. Hello, could I have extension 356, please?
Need a department like sales. Could you put me through to the sales department, please?
Confirming you've reached the right person. Hello, is that Peter Jones?
Need someone dealing with a specific issue, like travel insurance. Hello, could I speak to someone who deals with travel insurance, please? Helps direct the call.
Urgent call. Need the manager. Could I speak to the manager, please? It's rather urgent. Explains the need for escalation.
Calling to ask about prices. State purpose clearly. Hello, I'm ringing to inquire about your prices.
Calling on behalf of someone else. Provide context.
Hello, I'm ringing on behalf of Jane Wood. It's about her appointment tomorrow. Helpful clarification.
Arranging meetings over the phone. Checked your diary. Suggest a day. Would Thursday be convenient?
Agreed on time and day. Confirm, I'll see you on Thursday at 3:55 then. Solidifies the plan.
Ending the call after confirming. I'll look forward to seeing you. Goodbye. Professional closing.
Need to cancel a meeting due to an unexpected issue. I'm afraid something's come up and I won't be able to make our appointment today. Necessary explanation.
Wanted to reschedule. Ask. Would it be possible to arrange another time?
Be considerate of their schedule. When would suit you best? Their suggestion doesn't work. Offer alternatives. Next week's a bit difficult for me, I'm afraid. Would the following week be possible?
A suggested time works. Confirm clearly. That would suit me fine.
Making a tentative arrangement. I'll pencil you in for tomorrow at 12 then, indicates it's not fully confirmed.
Someone cancels on you. Acknowledge politely. Well, thank you for letting me know.
Handling problems on business calls. Caller asks for someone who doesn't work there.
I'm afraid there's no one here by that name. Are you sure you've got the right number? Polite correction and check.
Call got cut off. Calling back. I'm sorry about that. We must have got cut off. Explains the situation.
Bad time for a colleague to talk, for example, during meeting. They might say, I'm afraid this isn't a good time to talk. Could you call back later?
Urgent mobile call during a meeting. Ask permission. I'm sorry, do you mind if I take this? It's rather important.
Client complains about non-delivery. Reassure and act. I'll send it off to you immediately and you should receive it tomorrow. Problem solving.
Handling another complaint. Respond professionally. Oh dear, I'm sorry to hear that. I'll look into it for you and get back to you as soon as possible. Shows concern and action.
Need a moment to find info. Ask for patience. Could you just bear with me a moment?
Don't have the info immediately. Set expectations. I'll have to get back to you on that, I'm afraid. Honest response.
Busy. Customer has a problem. Ask a colleague. Could you deal with this?
Yeah.
Delegate if necessary.
Had to reschedule multiple times. Apologize sincerely. I'm sorry to mess you around like this. Acknowledges the inconvenience.
Need to write things down during a call.
Signal first. Just a moment. I'll get a pen and paper.
Ready? Okay, go ahead.
Check accuracy. Can I just read that back to you? Good practice.
Need spelling. Could you spell that for me, please? Direct request.
Want all details again for notes. Could you run through the details again, please, so that I can make a note of them?
Need to know who to address something to? Who should I address it to?
Need written confirmation. Could you confirm that in writing, please? Standard business request. Also specify format if needed.
Like asking for more details generally. Did you send me some more details, please?
Or specifically by fax. Could you fax the details through to me, please?
Or email. Could you send it by email, please? Common nowadays.
Okay, next section. Helping and thanking. Offering help first. See someone struggling.
Do you need any help with that? Kind offer.
Offer to help with chores, like washing up. Can I give you a hand with the washing up? Common offer.
Or in a tough situation, show support. Is there anything I can do to help? Thoughtful gesture.
Asking for a small favor yourself. Gentle start. Have you got a minute to spare?
Need help carrying something. Direct request. Could you give me a hand with this chair?
Now expressing thanks. Someone helped with washing up.
Simple. Thank you for doing the washing up.
Someone gave significant help. Express deeper gratitude. Thanks for all your help. I couldn't have done it without you.
Someone gave up their seat for you. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Polite acknowledgement.
Accepting a lift. Thanks, that'd be great. Common acceptance.
Appreciating someone keeping a secret. I'd appreciate that. Shows gratitude for discretion.
Offering help. Want to check it's convenient. Are you sure it's no trouble? Considerate question.
Declining help politely. No thanks. I can manage.
Declining a lift because you have other plans. Thanks for the offer, but my brother's taking me, explains the refusal.
Some tried to help but couldn't. Acknowledge effort. Oh well, thanks anyway.
Feel you should also be thanking them. A simple thank you can emphasize reciprocal gratitude.
Responding to thanks. Standard reply.
You're welcome. Most common.
Or, more casually, if it was no big deal. That's okay.
If you enjoyed helping, my pleasure. Nice touch.
Happy to help again. Anytime. Friendly closing.
Responding to thanks and an apology for trouble. Reassure them. Don't worry, it's no trouble at all.
Planning free time now. Friends suggest watching TV. You're not keen.
I don't really feel like watching TV. Gentle decline.
Want to know what's on at the cinema? What's on at the cinema at the moment?
No strong preference for activity. Let friend choose. I don't mind. You choose. Flexible response.
Asking about weekend plans. What are you doing this weekend? Common question.
No specific plans. Nothing special. Typical answer.
Thinking about doing something, but not confirmed. I'm thinking of visiting Peter in Stratford. Tentative plan.
Decided, but not arranged yet. I'm going to visit Peter. Expresses intention.
All arranged and confirmed. I'm visiting Peter next weekend. Definite plan.
Plans change suddenly. Oh, in that case, we'll visit Annette in London. Quick adaptation.
Explain the change to someone else. I was going to visit Peter, but I'm going to visit Annette instead now. Clarifies the shift.
Asking about evening plans. Are you doing anything this evening?
Vague evening plan. I was thinking of going swimming. Why? Tentative plan plus query.
Making arrangements to meet. Ask. What time shall we meet? And whereabouts. Essential details.
Missed an event? Want to ask about it? I'm sorry I couldn't make it last night. How was it? Apology plus inquiry.
Suggesting your place for a party. We could have it in my house. Direct suggestion.
Suggesting a day for something? How about Friday? Casual suggestion.
Agreeing to a suggested day. That's fine by me. Clear agreement.
Offering to take responsibility. And you get cake. I'll do it. Direct offer.
Offering to get drinks. Do you want me to get the drinks? Helpful offer.
Making requests and responding. Borrowing a pen briefly.
Can I borrow your pen for a second? Casual request.
Borrowing an umbrella. Could I borrow your umbrella? Slightly more formal.
Borrowing something more personal valuable, e.g. Walkman. Could I possibly borrow your Walkman? Even more polite tentative.
Asking a potentially inconvenient favor. Soften it. Can I ask you a favor?
Asking a teacher to correct work. Could you correct this for me, please? Standard request.
More substantial requests, like correcting a whole letter. Would you mind correcting this letter for me? More considerate phrasing.
Someone making a distracting noise. Tapping pen. Polite request to stop. Excuse me, would you mind not tapping your pen on the table? I'm trying to read.
Asking to borrow institutional items. For G library cassette. Would it be possible to borrow this cassette? Appropriate phrasing.
Want to open a window in a public space? Check first. Would you mind if I open the window? Common polite check.
Or in an office? Maybe slightly more direct. Does anyone mind if I open the window?
Responding positively to would you mind type requests. Remember the negative phrasing? No, not at all. Means yes, it's okay.
Responding positively to could you requests. Yes, of course. I'd be glad to. Helpful reply.
Positive response to invitations like, would you like to see my photos? Enthusiastic, yes, I'd love to.
Want to do something but can't due to other commitments. I'd love to, but I've got a lot of work to do. Polite refusal with reason.
Too busy to fulfill a request. Translate a letter. Decline helpfully. I'm afraid I haven't got time at the moment. Is there anyone else you could ask? Suggests alternatives.
Discussing social news. Asking about someone's personality. For G, friend's sister.
What's your sister like?
Asking about physical appearance.
Yeah.
What does she look like? Different question.
Asking about someone's health. Virgil, friend's mother. How's your mother? Carrying inquiry.
Responding to, how are you? Standard positive. I'm fine, thanks. And you? Always return the question.
Feeling just okay. So. How about you?
Less enthusiastic but acceptable.
Shared your news, want to hear theirs. What about you? Keeps conversation flowing.
General inquiry about someone's life. How are things? Common question.
Friend started a new job. Ask about progress. How are you getting on in your new job? Shows interest.
Asking for general updates. So what's new? Casual inquiry.
Catching up after a long time. What are you doing these days? Broad question.
Responding to bad news. Death. I'm sorry to hear that. Sympathetic response.
Acknowledging news you heard about? Accident. I was sorry to hear about your accident. Kind gesture.
Heard someone's moving. I hear you're moving. Acknowledges the news.
Congratulating on good news. Pregnancy. Congratulations, I'm very happy for you. Joyful response.
Promising secrecy. Reassure them. Don't worry, I won't say a word to anyone. Important promise. Reacting to positive news. Enthusiastic.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Reacting to surprising news. Simple. Really. Conveys reaction.
Reacting to very bad news. Sympathetic. Oh no, how awful.
Reacting to disappointing news. Oh, what a pity. Suitable response.
Offering reassurance in difficult times. Never mind. I'm sure things will work out all right. Supportive words.
Reassuring someone nervous. Example, driving test. Don't worry, I'm sure it'll be okay. Helpful encouragement.
Wishing luck just before an event. Good luck, I'll be thinking of you. Supportive message.
Asking for updates afterwards. Let me know how you get on, won't you? Shows continued interest.
Reacting to positive results, past test. Oh, that's brilliant. Well done. Enthusiastic praise.
Reacting to negative results. Failed test. Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. Better luck next time. Sympathetic and encouraging for the future.
Apologizing. Small mistakes. Using wrong pen.
I'm sorry, I used your pen by mistake. Direct apology.
Late due to traffic. I'm sorry I'm so late I got held up by the traffic. Explains the delay. Noise complaint. Apologize sincerely. I'm very sorry I didn't realize it was so loud. I'll turn it down.
Expressing deep regret. I really am very sorry. Conveys sincerity.
Minor inconvenience. Picking up wrong newspaper. I'm terribly sorry I didn't realize it was yours. Polite apology.
Responding to an apology for a minor accident. Reassure. Don't worry about it. Doesn't matter.
Friend lost something minor you lent them. Downplay it. That's all right. It was only a spare copy.
Someone apologizing excessively. Encourage them to stop. Forget about it.
Friend cancels plans. Understanding response. Never mind. Maybe another time. Still annoyed despite an apology. Use with caution. I should think so too. Expresses continued displeasure, but can sound unfriendly.
Short remarks now. Didn't hear someone.
Sorry. Very common request for repetition.
Sneezed. Excuse me. Polite acknowledgement.
Someone else sneezed. Bless you. Traditional response.
Warning of immediate danger. Watch out. Urgent warning.
Less urgent warning.
Low doorway.
Mind your head.
General caution. Icy path. Be careful.
Trying to avoid bad luck after mentioning something negative. Touch wood. Superstitious phrase.
Encouraging someone hesitant. Go on.
Urging someone to hurry. Come on.
Prompting departure. Let's go.
Reciprocating good wishes, like, good luck, same to you.
Handing something over. Here you are. Very common.
Changing the subject. Oh, by the way, signals a shift.
Expressing envy. Good holiday news. Lucky you.
Uncertain opinion, museum entry fee. I think so. Expresses uncertainty.
Checking sincerity before accepting offered. Are you sure? Polite double check.
Strong agreement? Absolutely, or
I know.
or definitely.
Strong disagreement refusal. Certainly not. Firm response. Okay, briefly on advice. Asking for advice. Apply for job.
What do you think I should do? Do you think I should apply for it? Seeks opinion.
Advising someone to apply. I think you should apply for it. Direct advice.
Suggesting accepting an offer. If I were you, I'd accept it. Offers perspective.
Suggesting relocation for a job. Have you thought of moving to London? Broaches the idea.
Suggesting a solution to affordability issues. Moving. Why don't you get a lodger? Offers a potential fix.
Social comments next. Someone looks well.
Compliment them. You look well. Nice observation.
Friend seems unhappy. Ask caringly. What's the matter?
Complimenting a new haircut. You had your haircut. It looks really nice. Acknowledges and compliments.
Admiring clothing. Compliment and ask. I like your jacket. Where did you get it? Combines praise and inquiry.
Responding to compliments on your English. Modest thanks. Thank you. It's very kind of you to say so.
Being tactful. Criticizing a book gently.
I thought it was a bit boring, actually. Softens the criticism.
Pointing out something is expensive politely. It's not very cheap, is it? Indirect approach.
Food too spicy. I quite like it, but it's a bit too spicy for me. Polite preference statement.
Flat isn't suitable. Decline tactfully. It isn't quite what I'm looking for. Avoids harsh criticism.
Clearing up a misunderstanding. I think there's been a misunderstanding. Avoids direct accusation.
And finally, basic health phrases. Feeling sick.
I don't feel very well. I think I'm going to be sick. Direct statement.
At the chemist for a sore throat. Do you have anything for sore throats? Asks for remedies.
Making a doctor's appointment. I'd like to make an appointment to see a doctor, please. Standard request.
Feeling better after being ill. I feel much better, thanks. Update on condition.
Wishing someone recovery. I hope you feel better soon. Kind wish.
Well, that really does cover an incredible amount of ground, doesn't it? From part 1 situations to part 2 social nuances.
It's really quite exhaustive, this guide. I mean, it's a fantastic resource for practical everyday English.
Yeah, and going through it like this, you really see how it's not just about what to say, but often how you say it. Those little politeness markers, the ways to be tactful.
Absolutely. It's those nuances that can make a huge difference in how smoothly your interactions go, and ultimately how confident you feel using the language.
Definitely. So for you listening, maybe take a moment to think about which of these situations pop up most often in your own life.
Right. You could perhaps mentally rehearse some of those key phrases we talked about. Make them feel a bit more natural for you.
And maybe even, as a final thought, consider how these phrases or the general approach might differ in other English-speaking places. The US versus the UK or Australia.
That's a great point. Language is always evolving and varies by region. This guide provides a fantastic foundation, but there's always more to explore in the real world.